tearing your hair out trying to hit your macros and calories every day, this is the video for you. My name is Coach Grant Corvo, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the tools and habits and skills that you could use and develop to hit all of your calories and your macros every single day. So I'm not here to share any fluff or sexy strategies. I'm here to share brutally honest and simple solutions to make things easier. So I'm not here to share with you different band-aid solutions to temporarily fix the problem. I will be sharing actual habits that you need to build upon that will make this way of eating an every way easy part of your life. Nutrition shouldn't just be a seasonal thing where it's done at one time of the year where you're just trying to lose weight or look better. And protein serves us just as well as carbs and fats. So keep in mind, if you keep looking for simple, easy, temporary solutions, you're going to fall into the trap of the all or nothing effect, scrambling to find your protein or to hit your calories at the end of the day, which will not only make this very frustrating long term, which won't make this a lifestyle change, but it's also the exact reason why you're having all these cravings at the end of the day or unpredictable energy levels all throughout the day or the week, where you're lacking sleep, lacking energy, lacking results, and wondering why it's happening. So let's get right into it. Tip number 1, have a food schedule. Make sure that you're eating around the same times every day, every 4 hours roughly. So at 6 o'clock or when you wake, 10 or 11, 2 or 3, and then 5 or 6. Doing this specifically will save you from having big cravings at the end of the day and cramming all of your macros and calories in one big meal that you may struggle to get in. You may end up getting bloated and going to bed full with a very interrupted and low quality sleep. However many meals you have throughout the day, set an alarm for those times so you don't forget. And don't forget to track your food before you eat it. Don't wait till the end of the day to potentially forget what you've eaten. Tip number 2, rest and relax while eating. Another way that will sabotage our fitness goals is to push aside our food for more work and more productivity. So first, let's talk about your nervous system and how it responds when you're eating. So there's the parasympathetic nervous system. This is when you're in a state where your body is relaxing, ready to rest, and in a position for better digestion. Where the sympathetic nervous system is fight or flight. So this might be focused working, writing emails, managing a business, or any kind of physical or mentally taxing labor. So when your sympathetic drive is high, or you're busy multitasking and working while eating, blood flow is shunted from your stomach and intestines and directed toward your brain and muscles that are doing the work. So in turn, this can decrease the production of stomach acid and negatively impact your digestion. This is where you might feel some unexplained bloating or gassiness. Your body's having a harder time digesting the food because you're busier doing other things. And being busier also decreases your appetite because you're so focused on the task at hand. My solution to this is to schedule 20 to 30 minutes for each meal. And don't skip your break. If you skip your break, you're purposely making it harder on yourself and creating bad habits that take away from you. If that time is there for you and you take it away, then this could end up bleeding into other aspects of your life as well. Remember, this whole goal is about building habits that focus more on you, not that take away more time, energy, and create more stress to you. So we have to create those boundaries with ourselves as well. So schedule that 20 to 30 minutes for each meal. Protect your macros, your energy, and your lifestyle. Tip number 3, put a portion of your protein to the side. If you're having 3 meals a day, set a third of your protein to the side. If you're doing 4 meals a day, put a quarter of your total daily protein aside per meal. Balanced meals mean more protein. The more protein that you have, especially the more frequently throughout the day you have it, the more muscle that you're potentially going to build from a process called protein synthesis. This is where you're delivering a steady supply of amino acids to the muscle to help them grow and repair, which means you're going to get stronger and bigger, leaner muscles the next time. Neglecting this will create some imbalances. So instead of just choosing whatever you like to eat, which may typically start with a carb source, start with your protein first and build the plate around that. Make sure that you divide your total amount of protein to those meals. So if you have 200 grams of protein per day, divide by 4 meals equals 50 grams of protein per meal. And then make sure that whatever portion of food or protein that you choose is at that 50 gram of protein serving size. Neglecting this will also cause imbalances in your blood sugar. If you don't balance that 30 to 50 grams of protein and that 10 or 20 plus grams of fat with your high amount of carbs, then you're going to be left with a blood sugar spike that makes weight weight loss more difficult. So the higher amount of protein that you have, the more of a buffer it creates to your blood sugar and decreasing that spike, making it easier to lose more body fat. And to make it even easier, batch cook an entire portion of protein, like an entire pack of chicken or an entire pack of beef. Tip number 4, do not rely on fast digesting protein sources. So there's one challenge that often happens to us whenever we're tracking calories for the first time. We realize that we're not eating enough, especially whenever we see how daunting more protein can be in our diet when we're not used to it. So that begs the question, as long as I get my protein in, does it really matter what I have? So hypothetically speaking, can I just have protein shakes all day, especially if I have a harder time with my appetite? And the answer is no. And let me explain why. So first, whenever we're looking for our protein sources, a lot of the times we're looking for some quick, convenient, easy to digest because we're always on the run. And it's okay to have some convenient choices or some protein shakes here and there, but if we do it all day, we're going to be running into some serious issues. Number one, if you just have shakes all day, keep in mind that protein shakes are very fast digesting. So it might be in your system for like 30 to 60 minutes, and this will leave you much hungrier for the next meal. Keeping in mind that if you're really hungry, especially if you're hangry and starving, this negatively impacts your ability to build more or sustain muscle size. In essence, they could potentially shrink. Number 2, there's something called TEF, or the thermal effect of food, which means the more effort it takes for you to chew the food and swallow it, the more calories you're burning just from that process itself. So you essentially lose a little bit of calories that you would burn from chewing. Number 3, if you're just sticking with protein shakes, you might be missing micronutrients from foods like beef, poultry, or eggs, which means you could be suffering from fatigue, low iron, and low B vitamin. So make sure that you only stick to one protein shake per day and use other solids or slower digesting foods to act as a buffer for your appetite and keep you fuller for longer. Alternatively, you could also be adding your protein powders into different recipes and baked goods as well, finding a creative and enjoyable way to have high protein snacks or desserts and eating it in a form that digests slower and keeps you more energetic for longer. The main goal of hitting your calories and macros isn't just to get it in, it's to learn how to balance these meals and how to maintain this eating structure or system long term. Again, we don't want to give this dieting vibes. It's not about going really hard, testing something for a couple months and then stopping. So remember, although these are not band-aid solutions, it protects your energy, protects your workout performance, and how much muscle you're going to build as a result of that performance, and how well you're changing your body composition. If you got a lot of value, follow for more.